Anyway,
You love that quote so much. I love it.
it hurts. Anyway,
It hurts. S yeah, and now that we're on the trend of bye weeks here, there's less to predict, so it makes the segment look more quicker and more fun. So it should be good for us.
yeah.
And no Eagles. Your Eagles are on a bye week, so I guess you can relax a little bit.
Phew.
All
Whew.
right, Thursday night football. Buccaneers at the Falcons. I'm going to go with Tampa here in a close game, but I'm just more impressed with them. I think they're the best team in the division. Like we said earlier with the recap, Falcons and Saints just both look like average teams at best right now. And they're not even using their weapons good because Bijan struggled big time. Drake London and Kyle Pitts continue to not live up to their potential. Meanwhile, Tampa is fully living up to their potential besides the Denver game. So, yeah, give me Tampa.
Yeah, I will quick point out. So it's the Eagles, Chargers, Titans, and Lions who have this bye week. I will quick mention. I thought this was a poor bye week for the Eagles at the beginning of the season, but it turned out perfectly good. But anyway, so Bucks Falcons. I'm also gonna choose the Bucks. It's difficult because the Falcons have all the talent, but like the Bucks can actually use their talent, as we saw unfortunately this past week. But I don't quite trust the Falcons to use their talent, so I'm gonna take the Bucks as well.
All right. Quinn, we got our first London game of the season. Bloody hell. Yes.
Tuesday in it.
God. Jets at the Vikings at 9:30 in the morning. I don't know if I'll get up for that. Maybe. But I'm going to say Minnesota stays undefeated because how can you be confident in the Jets at all after last week? I understand Denver's defense might be better than Minnesota's, and Minnesota's second half against Green Bay was concerning, but and the Jets defense is good, I will say that, but I'm just so impressed with this team, and I don't think the Jets of all teams is going to do it because Rodgers just doesn't look the same. He has okay moments, but he's just not in his prime anymore. It's not going to be enough to beat this stacked Vikings team.
There was another sigh. So here's the thing. I'm very tempted to make a bad decision in my predictions here, because Aaron Rodgers, granted, he's 17, 11, and 1 versus the Vikings, so not phenomenal. But I feel like the Jets might have their bounce back here, going to England, switched up a little bit. Shout out to Ben, our friend from England.
That everyone knows.
Yes. So I am honestly really tempted to pick the Jets here. Going across the ocean, Rodgers, knowing the Vikings. I feel like Rodgers would be the one who ends the Vikings' undefeated streak, because that's just how Aaron Rodgers is, and the Vikings playing him. So, but it's like the Jets, like you said, they have a really good defense. But it's hard to pick against the Vikings right now. But honestly, for the memes, I'm going to go with the Jets.
Yeah, that's not going to age well. I hope it doesn't.
Great.
Panthers at the Bears. This one's tough because Carolina's offense has shown promise with Andy Dalton, but the Bears have a very solid pass rush and have been able to shut teams down. But the Bears' offense has been kind of trash until these past few weeks. But I'm going to go with the Bears just because I like them as a team a little bit more than the Panthers here. Just because the Panthers maybe have performed a little bit better the past few weeks doesn't mean that they're going to win. Doesn't mean they're going to win a lot of games. They might be the Cardinals of last year where they compete, but they're not going to win. So I'm going to go with the Bears.
Give me the Carolina Panthers. This is a battle of kind of poor teams. I think the Panthers, with Andy Dalton, are a lot better. I mean, clearly they have the weapons they can do well. Maybe not running back-wise. Maybe Miles Sanders, maybe. But with the Bears, I just don't quite trust them. I mean, like you said, they have a really good defense. But I think the Panthers might be able to pull out a sneaky win here.
All right, Browns at the Commies. Commies by 1 million. I know Cleveland has a good defense, and maybe this could be one of those games where out of nowhere, maybe the Commanders decline a little bit, but I just don't think it's going to be this week. I think Daniels is too good. He'll figure out the Browns defense and the Browns offense. Yeah. So, yeah, Commanders.
I can't pick the Browns right now. Give me the Commies.
Okay, Dolphins at the Patriots.
Gross.
I want to pick neither, but depending on what happens Monday, I'll go with Miami here to win, just because at least they have weapons like A-Chain and Tyreek and Waddle. Who do the Patriots have? Stevenson? Like, that's it. And like an okay defense, but they literally had nothing else. So give me Miami.
Newsflash. In the Titans-Dolphins game right now, in the beginning of the second quarter, the Titans are leading with 3 points to 0. And Will Levis has an interception. Surprise, surprise.
Games looks like a wet turd.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Patriots here over the Dolphins. It's in Foxborough. The Dolphins have to go up to the cold weather. They don't do well in the cold. They're nice, warm, aquatic mammals. And, I mean, the Patriots beginning of the season didn't look too bad. Who knows? Maybe they'll bench Brissett, and the rookie will get to play. I say rookie because his name isn't coming to me right now. The rookie will get to play. And, yeah, I think the Patriots might be able to win this one.
Drake May!
Yeah, Drake May. The Dolphins are just kind of pathetic right now. So, yeah, I'll take the Patriots.
Let's go to the Colts at the Jaguars. Indy can never seem to beat Jacksonville at Duval for some reason. Indy, swear to God, you do it again. There's no reason why you should lose. It might depend on who plays. Honestly, if they have Flacco, I might be more confident that Indy wins. But I'll go either or, whatever happens. I'm going to say Indy finally gets a win over Jacksonville because this team is good on paper. The consistency just needs to be there, and they are depleted by injuries. But their defense still did well. They did good against the Steelers. Yeah, I'm going to say the Colts just because the Jags just don't look great.
Give me the Colts. Give me the Colts. Give me the Colts. Colts. I just made that up.
That was cringe.
Colts here. I think you mean lovely. Yeah, the Jags are atrocious. You have a good point. The Colts don't win in Jacksonville, but I think this is the time they do. If any time they're going to win, it would be now. Or the Jags finally get a win, which is good for them. But yeah, give me the Colts.
All right. A pretty good matchup on paper. The Bills at the Texans. This one's easier for me to pick than most. I'm going to go with the Bills because despite their rough game last week, I just like the way the Bills have been performing overall. Besides that, better. They've looked more dominant, while Houston is struggling to beat teams like the Bears and the Jags that they should be beating pretty handily. So I think it's just taken a while for this offense to click, especially the O-line. The Mixon injury hurts. And Buffalo's defense, despite their injuries, besides last week, have done very well. So, and I think the Allen factor matters too. It'll be a close game, but as good as CJ is, I trust Allen in the clutch in a close game more than CJ. So give me the Bills.
Yeah, give me the Bills as well. I think, like you said, the Texans are struggling against teams they shouldn't struggle against. And the Bills, they had a bad loss to the Ravens. But there's a stat that says when really good franchises and teams get embarrassed one week, they come back and win the next. So if you want to take that and apply that to the Eagles game, the Bucks, they kind of had that. I got embarrassed by the Broncos, one of the worst teams, arguably, at that point. They lost by 19 points. So I don't know if the Bucks are really a good organization, but so does it fall in that category or not? I don't know. But this one, I think, would definitely fall into that category. The Bills, they've been good recently, and I think they come back and win it.
Another intriguing matchup. Ravens at the Bengals. Sorry, Cincy. You're falling to 1-4. I think the Ravens have finally found their form and are going to be more consistent. Cincy's run defense is not that good. If you're giving up 100 yards to Chuba Hubbard, look out when the king comes to town. That man might go for over 200 again. So, yeah, give me Baltimore.
Yeah, it's a little difficult, but it's also at Cincinnati. But I mean, Zach Taylor, not really doing it. They have the offense, but the Ravens have a good defense, and they also have a good offense. So yeah, I think I'm going to take the Ravens here as well.
A game that makes me want to jump out of a skyscraper, the Raiders at the Broncos. Another game that I really just want to pick a 0-0 tie and just end it, but I have to pick somebody, but I guess I'll pick Denver. I mean, it depends if Crosby and Adams are healthy, but Denver's defense has impressed the hell out of me. This is like the 2022 iteration of them. Great defense, shit offense. But guess what? The Raiders have a shit offense as well, even with Devontae playing. So if Bo Nix can maybe improve a little bit and the defense can keep playing how they are, I just can't see the Raiders winning this. They barely beat Cleveland. So, yeah, again, two not good teams. So, but yeah, give me Denver.
Yeah, Bo Nix breakout game, 2 touchdowns, 300 yards. No, joking. Hopefully not, actually. But yeah, I'm going to take the
almost
Broncos
passed
as well.
out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be hard pressed to take the Raiders here, to be honest, with the defense of the Broncos. And yeah, it's the Broncos.
Let's ride. To the Cardinals at the 49ers. This one I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go with the upset, but I'm going to stick with San Francisco just because I feel like at least the defense has found its form, even if it was the Patriots. And despite the losses, Jordan Mason has filled the role spectacularly. And Jawan Jennings, I guess, seems to be Brock Purdy's favorite target. I guess screw Ayuk in that extension. But, yeah, I mean, this Cardinals team's probably going to be a lot like last year where they compete and maybe have a decent team, but they're not going to, compete for the playoffs like most people think. Even I thought that. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Niners. It'll probably be close.
I could see the Cardinals winning here and kind of taking advantage of the Niners not being the powerhouse they have been. But they've been struggling, so I'm going to take the Cardinals here. I kind of have a feeling they'll win it here. So, yeah, Cardinals.
That's such a I hate the Niners, I'm an Eagles fan pick. But
No, honestly, no, I have a feeling I can realistically see the Cardinals coming in here and winning it. I mean, the Niners have lost at home in some games that you'd be surprised, like the last season. But
just kidding. Just kidding. But Cardinals have a shot. Giants at the Seahawks. I'm going with my upset of the week. I'm going to say the Giants win at Seattle.
Oh, wow.
Because they seem to do good at Seattle when they play. And by the way, their game just started. I don't care how that game goes. Seattle is like the Steelers might have been a fraud 3-0 team. This team is the fraudiest of frauds of 3-0. They literally had paper soft schedule. And Daniel Jones has not been horrible. He's done all right. Week 1 really was his only bad game. And Neighbors has done great. And Seattle, yes, Michael McDonald and the defense has improved, but I don't know if anyone's going to stop Neighbors. And I just think he's the difference. I think the Giants' defense is underrated as well. And, yeah, Seattle just doesn't impress me at all. I think they'll fall back to reality. So give me the upset and give me the Giants.
I'm taking the Seahawks here. I can't have the Giants going across the whole country, likely without Malik Neighbors, considering the injury.
Oh, that is true.
That. So, yeah, considering that, I'm taking the Seahawks.
I'll still stick with the Giants. Packers at the Rams. This one's pretty easy. I'm going to go with the Packers. The Rams are just so depleted right now. I don't think Kupp and Buka are coming back for a while. And even if Kyron goes off, stop whispering that. I heard that. But you don't even like your quarterback. But yeah, I think as long as Love limits his mistakes, and the Rams defense is not that good, I think this should be not maybe an easy win because the Rams can still keep games close, but I'm going to say Green Bay.
I love this pick. Go Pack, go. That's what I was whispering. I'm taking the Packers here. Like you said, the Rams
Gee, really?
are hurt. The Packers are not as hurt. They're barely hurt, arguably, except for Love's mind in throwing interceptions.
Yeah, Watson.
But anyway,
we forgot to mention
true.
Watson's injury. That was kind of a nasty injury there.
Yeah, that was poor guy. Can't stay healthy. But yeah, I'm taking the Packers here.
Sunday Night Football. The Cowboys at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I am going to unfortunately pick the Cowboys to win this. I know. I want to pick Pittsburgh, but man, the way they started last week, this team can never get off to good starts. It takes them 2 quarters to get their shit together on offense, and CD is going to be tough to cover. I don't know who's going to be able to shut him down. The run defense should be fine for both sides of the ball, although Dallas run defense has been awful, but honestly, with how depleted, literally every running back on the Steelers is injured right now, so that's a concern too. Yeah, I know they almost came back last week, but still, I think the Cowboys are just the better team on paper. They got the better quarterback, so I'm going to go with them.
I'm going to say Steelers go Super Bowl because they're going to beat the Cowboys. I have more faith than you do. Yeah, it's tough because, like you said, you are a bit hurt. Your team's a bit hurt. But it's also the Cowboys. It's in Pittsburgh. From what I remember, I don't remember how the Cowboys do against the Steelers. At least of recent.
It's been pretty dead even. Pretty much every time we played. It's kind of split at this point because we only play every 4 years.
Yeah, I want to.
It's crazy how you have more faith than me. All right, Monday Night Football, Saints at the Chiefs. Quinn, I'm going with my other upset of the week. I'm going to say the Saints bounce back, and Derek Carr plays that guitar and wins and upsets the Chiefs. That doesn't mean I think I mentioned it. I doesn't mean I think the Chiefs are frauds. I mentioned that it doesn't matter. But the Chiefs lost 6 games last year. They sometimes lose games that they shouldn't. I think this will be a bounce back for them. Did we see them blowing the Cowboys outcome? Did we see that coming? No. I think they're going to be pissed that they lost 2 games in a row. I think Kamara might have a field day against this Chiefs defense. And the lack of Rashee Rice in this offense, Saints defense ain't that bad. I mean, Atlanta didn't score 1 offensive touchdown, and they got good weapons. So I think they'll be able to shut down Mahomes. So I'm going to go with the Saints for the upset.
Chiefs. I'm just going to give you some basic math here. So the Chiefs beat the Falcons, right? The Falcons just beat the Saints. Therefore, the Chiefs already beat the Saints. So the Chiefs are going to beat the Saints.
Any given Sunday, buddy. Or in this case, Monday.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I mean, seeing how the Steelers, the Saints played against the Eagles, I think the Chiefs are going to be fine. The Chiefs' defense is also pretty darn good, like you said before. I'm not too concerned. I think it'll be a similar game to the Eagles, but the Chiefs actually get points because the Eagles weren't able to. But yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs here. Surprise, surprise.